Okay, so today's call is obviously about attracting business builders. Thanks to you, you suggested it. So um, the way I'm going to approach it today is I'm going to break it down into parts. The beginning is more of like how to prepare and prep everything. And then the second part is how to encourage or build the business builders. So like with everything else, I'm going to start with something that everyone knows and it's repeated every single day, your vitals. I'm going to do this without slides because I just want to talk and, get your input. So the most important thing is obviously your three vitals, which is being a product of the product, drinking your shake and working out, personal development, and inviting. So you can't really expect people to want to join you if you're not doing it. Obviously, there's not really problems in our team with actually doing this stuff. So there's not a problem there, but doesn't mean we don't have to talk about it. So making sure you're working out, drinking your shake, talking about it. I mean, not every single day the same exact picture, the same pose, but getting it out there, that's what you're doing. Personal development. Sometimes when you're hitting like a roadblock and you just feel like nothing's working, personal development, either reading, listening to calls, podcasts, watching videos, getting into some training, that sometimes, well, not sometimes, 10 out of 10 times gets you out of the rut because you're learning something else. If you're having problems speaking, you could do something with confidence. If you have problems, doing what you have to do, things about stopping procrastination and all of that are good. Like Eat Your Frog, for example, that book by Brian Tracy, that's a good example. So other than the vitals, the other thing that you have to do is focus on hitting Success Club. Because if you're not hitting Success Club, you're not doing the basics. And if you're not doing the basics, why would anyone want to follow you type of thing? And a good way to an easy way to start hitting your Success Club is by starting in the beginning of the month, trying to hit a record. Like, for example, my goal is to hit Success Club 5 by the 15th, 20th of the month. That way I have time, the last 2 weeks of the month to push if something doesn't go the way I plan. Instead of waiting on the 29th and killing myself till midnight, pushing, because that does happen, unfortunately, but you have to do what you have to do. So thinking like, oh, I have time sometimes makes you not push as hard as you should be pushing. Another trick I do is every Wednesday I pretend it's the end of the month. So every Wednesday I do really big pushes. So if you try talking to me on a Wednesday night and you feel like I'm not answering right away, that's what I'm doing. I'm basically sending 50 invites and just going all in because I pretend like wake up Thursday morning and it's a new month and Success Club qualification's over. And that has helped me a lot. And that's just a little tip I do. So when you hit Success Club, you usually get prizes or you see success in your business. So the reason it's good to hit it is because if you have something to share, like if you won a prize for hitting Success Club, or you rank advanced, or you got your highest paycheck. These are all little things that you can share success-wise. And if you're sharing like, oh, I'm so excited I got, even if it's $100 more than usual, you don't even have to say the amount. You can say something like, usually I never go out during the week because I like to save the money and just do one date night, for example, on the weekend. But because I made the most money I've made so far with Beachbody, now I'm going to do a date night twice a week or something like that. Or I was able to put double the amount of money that I usually do in savings, or I paid off a credit card, anything like that. If you share successes, it doesn't even have to be financial. It could be I upped my weights, or my team is growing, or I hosted my first team call, things like that. If you show the lifestyle of a coach, the chances of you attracting people who want to have that lifestyle are higher than if you just talk about the opportunity with the challenge groups. Another thing you have to do is be vulnerable. This was talked about on the last call with the Era Tribe call. So being vulnerable at least once a week, showing hardships and how you overcome it, even personal things sometimes, it helps your viewers gain trust in you. So no one's going to want to believe or follow someone who's always happy, and, you know, because there's nothing that relates to them. You have to be relatable. So I don't know, your potty, let's say your niche market is mommies. So you're potty training your kid, and your kid has an accident, poop is everywhere, and you are just up to here with the whole baby toddler situation. And instead of saying, oh, my kid is potty training, you know, you can say, look, today was a tough day. My kid pooped all over the place. I felt like it was a war zone. You know what I mean? Something like that. And then, yeah, badass mommies is a good one. Then people are going to be like, oh my God, I'm not alone. That happened to me too. Or let's say you're a student like I am, and you didn't do as well as you wanted to on a test. You don't have to say, you know, you're perfect at everything. Just openly talk about your frustration, how you overcome it, and that helps people gain trust in you. You want to be relatable, because everyone wants to follow someone who's just like them and see that if someone like them can succeed, they're more likely to follow because they feel like it's achievable. You don't want them to think you're like a demigod or something and it's impossible to do. So vulnerability is another big point in attracting business builders. Another thing is just to invite publicly. Sometimes that's the scariest type of invite for a lot of people. We always focus on challenge groups or joining me on this fitness journey, but we never really invite directly to coaching. I mean, I've seen you do it quite a few times lately, but to invite, just asking to actually coach, there's nothing to lose, and if you don't ask, no one will know. So you just have to go out there and just ask, be blunt, straight to the point. What I usually do with the vitals of inviting, not just public invites, but actual invites, I always ask to be a coach first. A lot of people ask to do challenge groups, but I ask always coaching first. If they say, oh no, I'm not really crazy about that, then I talk to them about the challenge group, and then I say something like, okay, there's two options to sign up. You can do it as a membership, like you could join with a membership, which means, yes, you pay about $15, $16 a month, but you also get about $16 off of your Shakeology when you pay that off, because it's really a $30 discount. So you're still saving in the end, and there's no, commitment to sell to anyone, anything like that. It's just a membership. And more than likely, you're going to get a discount coach versus a customer. If they really don't want to do it, then I go to the customer, because it's always easy to start high and then work your way down, then reverse, where you start low as a customer and then try to push them into a coach. It usually doesn't work out that way. Just like those infomercials. And wait, if you call now, you'll get another one for free. You know how they throw something else in? That's kind of the idea here. Okay, so once you do your invites and all of that, you also want to make sure that you're adding value to attract people like you. So like I said about the poop incident with the kid, you can say, but I found a tip. Here's a cool tip about the baby poop. Or I learned that giving my kid a Skittle every time he went to the toilet helped, or something like that. I know it's kind of gross, but it worked. People don't want to just see fitness, or this is what I ate, because they want to see that someone's succeeding, but they want to see, how does this affect me? How can this help me? What I've noticed is lately I've been doing more reviews of different products, like beauty products, meal prep products, and I've noticed that my following has grown quite a bit. Instead of growing like 3 people per week, now I'm growing like 10, 11. Because they see other things, and then random people are starting to message me, not crazy, but people I've never knew before are saying like, oh, I see that you like, oh, someone's here. Bear with me. Okay. Alrighty, I'll continue now. So they'll be like, I see that you're doing this and I'm really into that, but also I'm kind of curious to what's this fitness thing you're doing? And they start asking me questions. And instead of just blurting everything out to them, I ask them questions like, what are you looking for? What type of workouts do you currently like? Things like that, trying to gauge where they're at, where their level is, what they're good at, what they probably would struggle with. That way, there's more of a connection. And when I talk to them, I can bring up things that they've already told me, so I know what works with them. Okay, so after you attract everyone, let's get to the building. So I'm just trying to keep it short because I know time is precious. So once you sign someone up, whether it's a discount coach.
I just realized I wrote Fruze.
It's okay.
Sorry, continue.
No, it's okay. So once you get a new coach, whether it's a discount or business builder or just someone, who just wants the discount, make sure to add them to a team page. Even if they don't want to sell a product. I've had people who were discount coaches just for being on the page and seeing like the camaraderie and, they just asked me, okay, well, now I kind of want to do this for real. Or they just start asking questions just from being in the team page because they see that I recognize people. So adding them to the team page is a big one, right when they sign up. Because if you do it later on, they're not going to be as hyped up as they are in the beginning. So it's better to do it right away. Right when they sign up, make sure to either send them an email, text them, get on a call, and ask what they expect. That way you're already setting the guideline, what they want from the beginning. So let's say they're telling you they just want to do the bare minimum and just want to get a discount and just do their fitness. You know that you're not going to ask them to be in trainings or anything like that. But if they say, I kind of want to do this part-time, you tell them, okay, well, this is the first things you should be hitting. I can help you get there. Here are some groups that I'm going to run, some training or whatever, and have them at it. If they say they want to go in this 100%, they want to go to the top, that you have to tell them, okay, Success Club 10 is, the fastest way to do it. And you just put them into training right away. Make sure they go through the basic training. Because if you don't do that from the beginning, it's harder for them to want to do it later on. And they usually fall off. But if they know what to expect from the beginning and you know what they expect from you and they know what they expect from vice versa, whatever, I kind of lost it all to say, then there's a better form of communication and everyone's on the same page. So if they start slipping, that they're allowing you to hold them accountable. You actually ask them, do you allow me to hold you accountable for what you're telling me right now? Because I will get on you, you know what I mean? And then that way it's not a surprise. Another thing, let me see. Oh, when you sign up a new coach, make sure you put them in your first challenge group and tell them that they're an apprentice. They can bring, 3 challenges along. You still do the group, but they're there as an apprentice, so they're learning so that the next month they can run their own. Like I said, put them through Coach Basics or any type of quick training, whatever you want to develop. There's a whole bunch of files. I can help you with that. Tracking your business. That's like number 1 for me. When I started tracking my business, I think a week or a week and a half later, I hit diamond. And I wasn't tracking it before that. Because like that, you can see that you're doing your workouts. You can see you're being a product of the product. Because with my tracker, at least, I say how many workouts I've done a week. I say how many friends that I've added, how many Instagram followers, Facebook like page followers I have. I also put there my rank, how many Success Club points I got for the week, volume, week, and strong leg, income, how much of the income was from the bonus cycle, etc., etc. Just going through everything. That way I can see, oh, this week I didn't get Success Club points. I forgot to invite people, or I can see where I'm struggling. I also like to track the people that I speak to. So, for example, let me show you. On my calendar, I kind of have a list of people that I want to approach to either be a coach or be on the team. They're like the biggest people that I'm bringing from the month before who said, oh, follow up with me later. I still have I don't have it right here. It's in the other room. A notebook of like the list of everyone I made from the beginning. But these are the people that looked like they had the most, interest in it. I also, in the corner, I put success club. Well, I do like little hearts. And then I fill them in as I get success club points. That way it's there. It's on my desk, my, month out of view, month glance view, whatever you call it, of success club points so I can go checking them off. I also do every month I do one of these goals. This one's for March. I put where I want to be on the success club ladder. Again, I do the success club points. I put what I want to do with my legs. Like, for example, I put personally that I want to build both of my legs to 8 active coaches because I don't have 8 active coaches right now. Although I have a lot of coaches, they're not all active at the moment. I put that I want to pop new emeralds, and I named the people I want to pop. The people I want to get back to emerald. I put what I need to be a team leader, which basically talks about the commissions a month I should be hitting. It talks about Success Club, your rank, how many of my personal coaches have Success Club points themselves. Hey, Daniela. And then week leg volume, what I want to hit. So that way I have something to look at. And I look at it every day. It's right there on my desk because if you don't have a goal in front of you, you kind of let everything fall through the cracks. And if you want to attract people who are like you and who are goal-oriented, you need to be, following goals and working from a list and doing everything. Because if you are consistent, people see that and they are more likely to join you than someone who's all over the place. They'll rather go search on YouTube for someone who seems on top of their, business. So that's basically how to do it once you have your invites and everything in. Another thing is, if you don't already have a YouTube, I highly, highly recommend it. I mean, you don't have to get it right away. Work with what you have, because I know, for example, Jenny, you're doing really well with your like page. I know you're pushing that, and I know you just got Instagram recently. Danielle, I know you're working on your like page as well. But I know that a lot of coaches have gotten a big following from using YouTube. So that's something that you can think about, or you can just start doing videos and just saving them. And then when you're ready, you can put them on a YouTube. Also, I think both of you actually are ready to start your own team pages. Once you start, I started my team page, honestly, with one person, with me. It was just me and my own team page. And I even posted, you could go all the way to the back and there was no one in there. But I wanted to be a top coach, so I started doing the behaviors. So that's something to think about. Even if you have one coach under you, it gives, you can include them in picking a team name. You still are part of us, the Limitless Dynasty, of course, and you don't have to do this at all. But if later down the line you want to start trainings and stuff, it just makes it easier for you to keep everyone in one place. And then you can talk about your team, and then the public, people who see oh, she has her own team. It makes you look more legit. And again, you'll attract more people wanting to build the business that way. Again, no rush with that. Focus with what you have. There's plenty of places to do things. There's blogs, there's Twitter, Facebook, like pages, Instagram, YouTube, you name it, there's something. Periscope, which is another thing. I personally am just doing a blog, which I'm not that great at so far, but I'm getting followers from there, so it's working. I have my like page, I have my personal page, and then my Instagram, it's not where I focus. I focus most of my energy right now on my personal page, but I'm trying to put that all to my like page. So just do what you know, and if you see it's not working after a couple of months, then I would venture out somewhere else. But don't just try to start everything and do everything at once, or else it's not going to work. Let me think what else. Oh, recognize people on your team. I know you guys don't really have business builders right now. But even if you get a discount coach, make sure to recognize them. Public display, like, oh, look at the top volume. The coach at the top volume this week was, congratulations, do it on their page, because other people will see you recognizing people, and it gives you more credibility. And also that person, when people see that they're being acknowledged, they'll be like, wow, they're doing really good. They're going to want to join with them, which also grows your team. Recognize little things too. If someone signed up their first coach, yeah, maybe one coach, but that's amazing. It's their first coach. Everyone starts somewhere. If someone, I don't know, got their highest paycheck yet, or hit Success Club, everything, you just acknowledge everything, because sometimes that's what people need. There's different personalities out there. Some people need that attention to keep going. Other people just need to know that they're helping. So if there's someone with more of a pearl personality, you can be like, oh, because of this person, it helped our team move this much forward. Things like that. But that's pretty much all I have. I want to do the rest for questions. I know it was quick, but I just wanted to be quick and easy.